Hi, my name is Brianna Mitchell, and this is my introduction to my presentation on how to become an astronaut. What do you want to be when you grow up? We have all heard this phrase so many times. A firefighter, a doctor, a police officer, an astronaut. Most of these occupations were chosen because we either knew someone who had made an impact in our lives, or because maybe we had seen someone on TV, like Neil Armstrong, be the first person to walk on the moon, and we wanted to be just like him. In my presentation, I will discuss what an astronaut is. I will talk about the history of the NASA Space Shuttle program, which started in 1959. You can see here the first 7 astronauts, who were all male military test pilots. We will see how the requirements slowly began to change as the program changed. We will look at the who. Who qualifies to apply? There are academic, experience, physical, and citizenship requirements that must be met. What? Is this something you are physically and mentally ready to do? Usually this is something you plan your entire life around. From high school to college, picking a major, extracurricular activities, internships, careers, etc. You need to start building your resume as early as possible. When? We will talk about the application process and timeline, the differences between a civilian versus a military citizen. We will also talk about the selection process, references, the astronaut physical, interviews, screening, and orientation. Remember, NASA only picks the best of the best, and sometimes you need to apply more than once before you are chosen. Where? We will take a look at the 3 phases of training. Basic training is your classroom training. The mentoring is where you're paired up with a current astronaut, and the advanced training is your specific mission training. We will take a look at the location of the trainings. There are multiple training facilities in both Houston, Texas, and Moscow, Russia. Why? There are personal reasons that every astronaut has for why they want to become an astronaut. Also, it's an opportunity of a lifetime to become an astronaut. And the how. How to become an astronaut is what my whole presentation is about. So it'll basically be a summary of my presentation. In conclusion, I will talk about how NASA retired their Space Shuttle program in 2011. I will also talk about how NASA is teaming up with other space agencies to develop the Orion Multi-Purpose Crew Vehicle. This vehicle is to carry astronauts to the International Space Station, the Moon, asteroids, and Mars. However, the first flight is not to take place until 2020. We will discuss entrepreneurs and commercial space flights and the pros and cons to them, such as trainings, how much money they take, etc. We will also talk about space exploration and its importance to our history, its successes, and unfortunately its failures, and how it brought insight to us about our solar system, the moon, our planets, and the planets around us. Thank you, and good luck to the rest of our classmates on their presentations.